Greetings, I'm Mary Elizabeth. Welcome to Kingdom Groove, your insight into gospel entertainment. I'm on location here at the Morris Cerullo 47th Annual Evangelism World Conference, happening right here in San Diego, California. And my guest today is none other than Mr. Noel Robinson. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Hi. Great to be here.
Great to have you. So let's talk about this conference for a little bit. It's been going on for 47 years is what I can see. What role have you played in it?
Well, I haven't been here all 47 years, but I think it was about 17, 18 years ago that Dr. Cerullo came to London, and we're at the world famous Earls Court Centre with about 15,000 people. And he stood on the stage and said to me, I'm going to be bringing you with me to America. And ever since that, every year consecutively, he's brought me maybe 2 or 3 times to the US to take part in his conferences at Labor Day and obviously the World Conference. So it's been really exciting. I think I've kind of grown up in this ministry.
Right.
So it's really exciting for a British boy from the United Kingdom to get the opportunity to stand on this stage. So I'm really honored.
Well, I'm thrilled to meet you. It's been like one of my lifelong dreams to at least take a trip to London. But okay, London has come to me. I'll take that. Right?
Yeah,
Right. So what you're doing now, you are a praise and worship leader over in the United Kingdom. You also have some projects out that people can purchase. Tell us about some of those projects.
Well, actually, I'm a worship leader who's an itinerant worship leader. So I'm not just in the UK, but I'm actually all over the world. We've just come back from Uganda, where we had 120,000 people in the stadium worshiping. And so I travel all over Africa and all over the Caribbean. So it's really great. Projects that I have got coming, I've got a project on Integrity Music. I'm actually an artist from Integrity Music. So my latest project is called Outrageous Love. And that is doing very well. In actual fact, it was released in the US and went into every single Crossway shop across America. But you can get me on all the usual digital platforms. But I'm really happy to just worship God and just serve God in the best way I can with my ability and gifting.
Yes. Well, awesome. I've listened to some of your songs on YouTube. You know, you can get everything now on YouTube, your Spotify, digital outlets. So what would you say to some of our audience out there that's wanting to start into this music ministry?
Well, I would say if you want to start the music ministry, obviously there's 2 aspects of it. There's the music, which is the gifting, and there's the call of God, which is the call to the ministry. Not everyone who loves biology gets to be a doctor. Not everyone who loves physiology gets to be a physiotherapist. But one of the realities is that oftentimes, along with your gifting, there's a call of God. I know some of the most amazing musicians who are accountants. Simply because that's what they're called to, numbers. Right. But I actually found myself being called to the ministry of the church. So God just spoke to me years ago. He said, when you can pray more than you can play, then you will find me. And I began to think, well, I'm going to have to try and do this. I'm still struggling with that thought of praying more than I play. Right. But somewhere in the midst of that, God began to speak to me about the calling on my life to lead people in worship. And not just lead people in worship, but actually to minister before Him. So those 2 things I take very seriously in my life. And because of that, I get the opportunity to lead thousands and thousands of people. So I would say to anyone who wants to do this, if you're led by the gifting, all you do is reproduce the gifting. But if you're led by the call, you'll discover your purpose, the place, the purpose for your life. You discover the will. What you'll find is this, and this is probably one of the things that really spoke to me. When you have a calling, there's 3 prongs to it. You're called to a place, you're called to a people, and you're called to content. All those 3 match together. So if you're called to your local church, you find out that you will fly in your local church simply because those 3 components come together. If you're called to your town, you'll find that those 3 components will come together. If you're called to the world, you'll find those 3 components come together. If you find there's a component missing in that, it means that maybe you're going ahead of time. Doesn't mean that you're not called to your big dream, but actually God always wants us to fulfill right where we are. In actual fact, when we look around us, the very things that are around us in our hands, like the boy with the loaves and the fishes, when God gets it and He blesses it and He breaks it, it feeds more than you. So I'm living in that place where he prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies, and my cup overflows. So my enemies get blessed.
Right. Wow, how exciting. A preacher.
No, a worship leader.
A worship leader. A worship leader. No, I'm the worship leader and singer too. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. We're going to let you get back to relaxing because this part of the conference is over. So we're going to let him go, get relaxed, get refreshed, and get ready for the next part that's coming up.
On social media, Noel Robinson UK on Instagram, Noel Robinson UK on Twitter, and Noel Robinson music page on Facebook.
Yeah.
But those are the kind of places that you can find me and find out what I'm doing around the world. Excellent.
Well, we're definitely going to keep in touch with you. All right? All right. That's all I have for you today. As a friendly reminder, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like, I have an email address for you, which is mary@kingdomgrooveca.com. And you can also check out our website at www.kingdomgrooveca.com. Stay in the groove.